because wherever we have lived in the last 500 years, we've been victims of European imperialism, enslavement, colonialism, etc. So if somebody was born in the Caribbean and is living now an American citizen, they're American. And the reparations in America should obviously include them. I want to say something about reparations, you see, and this is where you're being fooled about reparations, like it's being debated in the Congress now and out in California and so on. And there's going to be this idea that, okay, every descendant of an enslaved person is going to get $100,000 or something like that. Now, what do you think that's going to do, for the situation of African Americans? Somebody's going to go out and buy 2 Cadillacs or something like that and buy some bling, and within 2 weeks it goes back into the hands of the same people who oppressed us. So what you need is systematic changes within the system, such as education. Are they really supplying funds to the HBCUs? Particularly land-grant colleges. I happen to know on a plane with somebody from Tennessee, who was in the Senate in Tennessee. We're coming from Morocco, and he was telling me about the land-grant situation in Tennessee State. And the state did not put the money up that they were supposed to put up for the black land-grant schools, but they did for the white schools, and even extra. And he was able to go historically back through the records and show for the last 50 years that the state owes them $500 million in terms of the black schools. Now that's the way you need to focus in terms of reparations. You have to repair the damage that has been systematically done to African people who could not get educated by giving that $500 million plus whatever you might call it, punitive damages, so that more kids can be educated and they can have the proper equipment, etc., etc. And I think that's what you need to look at in terms of reparations, not the individual that came from Africa, 5 years ago, or came from the Caribbean, 50 years ago in the second generation or something like that. That's silly. Look at the educational system, look at the healthcare system, look at the economic system, look at the banking system. Those are the things that are fundamental in terms of where our problems are and how the system needs to change.